Hi guys, welcome to the part 3 of Pomology in the Concept Clarity lecture series by Agriclarity, a sister channel of Clarity for Sure. So in this video, we will be discussing the most important subtropical fruits, that is citrus, lychee, grapes and guava. This session is going to be data heavy, so brace yourself and let's begin. The first crop is citrus. It belongs to the family Rutaceae. Important points to note here are that citrus is cross-pollinated, non-climacteric fruit having cymose type of flowers. They may be monoembryonic or polyembryonic. So what is the difference between monoembryonic and polyembryonic? So in case of monoembryonic fruit crops, a single seedling emerges from a single seed. Whereas in polyembryonic fruit crops, multiple seedlings germinate from a single seed. So in polyembryonic fruits, some of the seedlings will be zygotic seedlings and others will be nucellar seedlings. So what are zygotic seedlings? Zygotic seedlings are the ones that develop due to the fertilization of the egg cell. Whereas nucellar seedlings are the ones which arise from the nucellus or integument or any other maternal tissues. So accordingly, the nucellar seedlings are considered to be the clones of the mother plant and they would produce the true to type plants. Then again in citrus, for commercial propagation, like I've given here, it's seeds, cuttings and budding. But in commercial propagation, usually tea budding and patch budding is common. Now another term that is mentioned here is that citrus is a mesophyte plant. So what is this mesophyte? This means that the citrus plants need abundant water, but they cannot tolerate excess or waterlogging. Now next is the classification of citrus. So basically you will see there are 4 major groups of citrus: acid group, orange group, mandarin group and pomelo and grapefruit group. So these are the major members of the acid group. You can see here acid lime, lemon, sweet lime, rough lemon, citron. Then we have Tahiti lime, Rangpur lime, right? So now the scientific names can be confusing. So I've provided these tricky names. So while reading, just try to read this and then you won't be confused. For example, you see lemon limon. So lemon scientific name is what? Citrus limon. Slime metoides. While reading, try reading in this way. Slime metoides. So slime means sweet lime. And when you say citrus limetoides, so you'll remember slime metoides, so which was sweet lime. Again, rough jam. So rough means rough lemon and citrus jamvidi. So you can remember rough jam. Or Ramonica. Try reading this way. Ramonica. Ra stands for the Rangpur lime. And when you see limonica, then you can remember Ramonica. So that will give you Rangpur lime, scientific name Citrus limonica. Now the next group here you can see pomelo and grapefruit. Okay, so pomelo is Citrus grandis and grapefruit is Citrus paradisii. So what is the basic difference between pomelo and grapefruit? You can see I've put up the pictures also for pomelo and grapefruit. Okay, so pomelo is usually larger, pear-shaped or teardrop shaped. You can see in the picture as well, it is tear shaped, right? It's yellow-orange on the inside with pale greenish yellow red, sweeter but it has less juice. On the other hand, when you see grapefruit, it is rounded in shape, very evident in the picture. Bright orange on the inside and it is juicier, right? So grapefruit is what is the hybrid of sweet orange and pomelo. The next groups are orange group and mandarin group. So while oranges have tight jacket, okay, as you can see in this first picture, it's a tight jacket, even this one as well. But mandarin has loose skin, which is very easy to remove, right? And it's very strange. You would be strange to know that the oranges that we eat during winter are actually mandarins, whereas the Mosambi that we eat, it belongs to the orange group. So next is the varieties of citrus. A typical variety that I've marked in red in here is pineapple. So question may be asked that pineapple is the variety of which fruit crop or pineapple is the variety of dash. Then your answer should be sweet orange or citrus, right? Okay. Our next crop is guava, that is Cerium guajava, originated in Peru. It is commonly known as poor man's apple. Now, guava is actually a tropical fruit which can be very suitably grown in the subtropical regions. So, important aspect of guava cultivation is what? It's the Bahar treatment. Okay. So, what is Bahar treatment? It is the practice of forcing flowering and fruiting in a desired season. So, even though guava fruits can be obtained throughout the year, it is desirable to have just one crop in a year. Why? So that we can have superior quality fruits from the plant, right? So accordingly, we go for crop regulation or Bahar treatment. So here you can see that Ambe Bahar, it is the rainy season crop, okay, because the fruits are obtained in the months of July, August, okay. Then Hasta Bahar is the spring crop and Rik Bahar is the winter season crop. That is, the fruits are obtained in the months of November, December. So Rik Bahar produces the best quality guava fruits, okay, and it is preferred. Mrig Bahar is preferred. So for Mrig Bahar, the treatment, I mean the crop regulation treatment, either by deblossoming or by withholding irrigation or by root exposure or by shoot bending or by use of some growth regulators. So the treatment would be done in the month of April. And after that, the flowers would be born on the plant in the months of June, which would ultimately result into fruits in the month of November, December. Okay. So next is the varieties. So if you see the varieties of guava, out of all the varieties, Allahabad Safeda that I've marked in red is the most important. Okay. Now why so? Because most of the guava varieties, they have been developed from this very Allahabad Safeda, right? Even including Lucknow 49. And Lucknow 49 is also known as Sardar. Okay, there was a PYQ in AFO where they asked Sardar is the variety of which fruit crop. Okay, so it is Lucknow 49 or Sardar is a variety of guava. Again, here you see Behat coconut. Okay, Behat coconut. So it might also be asked like Behat coconut is the variety of which fruit crop? Then it will be guava. So pineapple is the variety of which fruit crop? Citrus or sweet orange. And Behat coconut is the variety of guava. Okay, right. Next crop is lychee. Okay, and it's a very important subtropical fruit. Okay, and lychee is a typical subtropical fruit. As you can see in case of lychee, you will see there is fruit cracking. Okay, at temperatures above 38 degrees centigrade and relative humidity less than 60%. And this temperature range above 38 degrees centigrade or relative humidity low, I mean low relative humidity, these are very typical features of tropical crop. Tropical regions, isn't it? So therefore, lychee is quite difficult to grow in those tropical regions. It's better suited in the subtropical regions, right? Okay. Then if you see one of the beautiful terms to remember in case of lychee is eril. It's the edible portion of lychee. And lychee is considered to be the queen of subtropical fruit. That also you can remember. Our last crop for the day is grapes. Vitis vinifera belonging to the family Vitaceae, and the study of grape culture or cultivation is called as viticulture, whereas when we go for study of wine making, it is oenology. Okay, so another thing is study of citrus culture. Okay, it is known as citriculture. That also you can remember. Then again, another term you can see in here is stenospermocarpy. So can you say which other fruit crop variety shows stenospermocarpy? Okay. Try answering it in the comment section. Okay, if you cannot, I'll provide the answer in the next session. But you try to do some research that which other fruit crop variety shows stenospermocarpy. It's a very typical fruit crop, and a hint is that we have already discussed about it in the last session. Okay, so in case of grapes, Thompson seedless exhibits stenospermocarpy, which leads to the production of seedless grapes. Okay, right. Next, I very beautifully demarcated the varieties of grapes. Okay, just have a look at it. Then next you can see here about the pruning of grapes. Okay, so there are basically two types of pruning, single pruning and double pruning that is followed in grapes. In single pruning, we prune the vine only once. during December, January, or at the time of dormancy. But in double pruning, we prune the vines twice. Okay, so the two pruning are forward pruning and back pruning. So that back pruning or the summer pruning is actually the foundation pruning, which is used to form the framework of the plant. Okay, and it is usually done in the month of April. Whereas when we say forward pruning, it is done for fruiting purpose. Okay, in the month of October. Okay. So now you can see these are the questions for the day, the answers of which I'd be expecting in the comment section. So these are the 5 questions. Okay. What is the edible portion of citrus fruit? The next one is dash was developed in USA in 1915 and was later introduced in Punjab. Which citrus fruit would fill this gap? And then next you can say which is the nematode resistant rootstock of grapes. And this is one of the PYQs of A4. What is the parentage of Arca-Neelmani, which is used for making red wine? So you see from the question itself, you get another information, right? Arca-Neelmani, which is used for making red wine. And next, last question is, which is the highest TSS guava variety? Along with this, please answer the question that I've asked in the session regarding the Stenospermo carpi. Okay. Now, these are the answers for the previous session, that is Pomology Part-II. So I asked the question like, what is the problem in Alfonso, right? And you will have answered correctly. It's the spongy tissue. Then the next question was, if the spacing for mango cultivation is maintained at 10 meters into 10 meters, then what is the plant population in 1 hectare? So it is 100 plants. How do we calculate plant population? We calculate, you know the formula, right? So in order to calculate plant population, you have to first uh, you have to divide the total area by the total spacing, right? Total area by the total spacing. Important thing to remember in here is that you need to convert the units of both total area as well as the spacing. Um, Same unit, okay? Convert it to same unit. I mean, 1 hectare. So convert it to first 10,000 meters square, okay? And then you can, like in this situation, 10,000 meters square divided by 10 into 10 meters square. So that way it will come. Suppose the spacing is in centimeters, then first convert it into meters. Okay. Like, for example, if it is asked plant population of certain plant having a spacing of 20 centimeters into 20 centimeters. So you'll have to first convert this 20 centimeters into meter, that is 0.2 meter. So then you can find out the plant population 10,000 meters square divided by 0.2 into 0.2. All right. So this is something you need to remember. I've seen in the comment section that was the mistake that that you made. Okay, it should be in the same unit. All right. Okay. Next is next question was, what should be the approximate weight of sword suckers to be used for planting material? So the answer to this question is 500 to 750 grams. The next question was, which variety of papaya is most suitable for high density planting? So answer for this question is Pusa Nana. Okay. So kudos to all of you who have answered correctly, and to those who tried yet failed. Do not get disheartened. This is just our learning phase. Keep working hard. Your hard work will obviously pay off. Okay. So with this, I end today's session. Thank you.